Biden team.
Well, they have the disinformation campaign part right, at least. Joining me now is Newt Gingrich, former Speaker of the House, Fox News contributor, author of Trump and the American Future. Newt, 6 days since the New York Post dropped that story in the Biden campaign, and none of their media allies have disputed a single fact.
No, that's right. And in fact, the stories get wider and bigger. We now have another eyewitness. Somebody's actually serving jail time who has said that they thought of Joe Biden basically as a cash machine, and that using his name allowed them to get money across the planet. The Senator Ron Johnson's committee issued a report, which is available online for free, 87 pages, that sort of covers the tip of the iceberg, which is much bigger than this computer. It includes Ukraine, but it also includes Russia. It includes Romania. It includes Kazakhstan. It includes the most biggest of all, China. And by the way, the report that just came out that Facebook actually has Chinese communist experts on censorship working in an office in Seattle to run their censorship program should be chilling to every single American. I mean, you know, we're now importing Xi Jinping's method of controlling the population by eliminating your ability to communicate. And I think that's frankly as big a scandal as the things that Biden has been doing.
And yet, Newt, the Senate committee that would have subpoenaed these CEOs of these big social media companies, they're putting that off. I don't know why, but they're not moving forward on that. And I think it's very frustrating to conservatives that it's kind of like, you know, Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. You know, you never quite get the Roadrunner. The Roadrunner always seems to, you know, get away. So if not now, when?
I agree with you. I don't know why they're not having him in. I think that sooner or later, this is going to frankly lead to an explosion. I think the game that Twitter and Facebook are playing is extraordinarily dangerous and likely to lead to a real change in their legal status, so that places like the New York Post could sue them for damages when they censor them like this. But for the country at large, the key is the Biden corruption scandal is actually very big, dramatically bigger than just Hunter, and involves several $100 million. And I think it's not going to go away. I think you're going to see every single day now new evidence coming out, people who frankly are disgusted, who are now showing up as whistleblowers and saying, look, this is what they were doing and this is how they were doing it. And I think it's going to be interesting to see whether or not the debate moderator on Thursday night gets through an entire debate and hides from what is clearly now the biggest single story in the campaign.
Speaking of Newt, news tonight, the co-chair of the Presidential Debate Commission says that the decision to cut off microphones is not aimed at any particular candidate.
All the commission has done is not create a new rule. We didn't touch the rules. All we did is put in a situation where if someone is interrupting, they won't be allowed to interrupt. We're not doing it just based on President Trump. We're basing it on both candidates. We are nonpartisan. We're doing something that we think is in the best interest of the American people.
Newt, the best interest of the American people, isn't it true that the debate commission is stacked with anti-Trump people, not just on the left, but Republicans, old Bush-style Republicans who never liked Donald Trump, or probably never part of the Trump coalition, if not by name, but in spirit?
I mean, the debate commission should be abolished, and one of the test questions for any future Republican presidential candidate should be, will you commit to not working with the debate commission? What that man said is a lie. He knows it's a lie. Sleepy Joe's not going to rush around and interrupt anybody. So this is clearly, this was one more anti-Trump step, just as the moderator is an anti-Trump step. She's a liberal Democrat. Her family's donated consistently to the Democratic Party. She registered as a Democrat. The idea that she's somehow neutral is really good.
Hey, Newt, real quick, 10 seconds. We got Kasich's name floated and Jeff Flake's name floated as possible Biden cabinet members. Does that surprise you?
No, I mean, why not? They're not going to get there. This is like Tom Dewey in '48 announcing his cabinet. Trump's going to win. He's going to win decisively. And poor Kasich and Flake are going to be out there on unemployment again.
Newt, great to see you tonight. Thank you so much.